you'd say, as another two of the toughest teams we've ever had. One of the originators and our original bad boys of Dream Masters, Fred and Jay, the Horror Connection, 2/3 actually. Mike Myers is also part of that group. But today it is Fred and Jay, the original Horror Connection, taking on Ghost Rider and Lobo, the team we like to call Hell on Wheels. And both teams have also held multiple titles and whatnot. So in case you guys were wondering and how we kind of figured out who gets, a title shot and who earned their way to get into this tournament, it kind of went by how many times someone held a title and how many title reigns they had, and that's kind of how we kind of came up with these teams. And again, we excluded anyone who is not currently holding a tag title. So that's kind of how this worked, which we'll do similar for the single Hall of Fame thing. And by the way, folks, I just got word that we're waiting on someone to get here. Apparently, we have someone coming all the way from the cafe, apparently, to get down here today. Apparently, we're going to have someone from the cafe to call commentary during our Hall of Fame singles tournament. So that should be something. I don't know who that is yet because, well, I never know these things. My son sets things up, and they just kind of show up, and then I gotta have to deal with it. You guys know how. You guys who are parents, you guys know how it is when your kids set things up, and you're the last one to find out. You guys get it. Anyway, this thing is started off, and it's underway as Ghost Rider and Jason start things off. I don't think I have to tell anyone who either one of these guys are, I hope. As Lobo is tagged in, courtesy of Ghost Rider, and Jason catches him with an uppercut, but Lobo laughs at him, basically. Nice elbow. No one really goes anywhere. When you want to talk about power for power, both teams are very, very even. If you want to talk about speed, they're also both very, very even. Don't let Jason or Freddy fool you when it comes to speed. I mean, Jason can teleport, and so can Freddy anyway if they really wanted to. I mean, we all know who Fred and Jay are. As Lobo is taking it to Jason like only he can. Lobo and Ghost Rider like to ride motorcycles together, like to hang out together. They go to the bars together. Everyone leaves the bars when they get in, but, they have the bars themselves pretty much, considering who wants to have... No one really wants to tangle with the Hells on Wheels, as when they hear the bikes coming, they're out. I'm very excited for this experiment of sorts, as Jason sends Lobo to the corner, and there is the tag to the Master of Nightmares himself, Freddy Krueger. Oh, look at this. Oh, my. How about that? I can't say in all my years watching the Horror Connection, I can't say I've ever seen them work like that together. Oh, I've seen them work together, but not that particular maneuver. Apparently, the Horror Connection is looking to impress as well. I think Lobo might have tried something. The referee got involved there, though. And as Freddy now with a nice butterfly suplex on the bad boy of the road. For you guys who are not familiar with Lobo, he is, the bad boy of DC. He's the motorcycle riding, cigar smoking, troublemaking, bounty hunting, trophy winning guy who, has his problems with different people who don't quite understand him, like Superman and Batman and most of the Justice League. But that doesn't mean he's a bad guy. He's just a bad guy. Confusing? If you remember Razor Ramon, you know what I'm talking about. As Lobo with a spine buster to Freddy Krueger. If I don't, the other cool thing about about Hell on Wheels, and they're a team that are kind of made up of two different genres from two different eras and two different landscapes, if you would. As Ghost Rider is the motorcycle guy, is the motorcycle bad boy of Marvel. Lobo is that of the DC world. So if you want to say anything, they are kind of the first team we've had that kind of mixes the two. And as you guys who watch our show regularly know, that is kind of a magic recipe, as that was a hell of a move right there by the Horror Connection. Ghost Rider comes in to stop that. And Ghost Rider just found out why not to interrupt Jason Voorhees and Freddy when they're trying to do something. There's a back body drop by Lobo. He just needed a 1 second breath, which is another reason why the Hell on Wheels is so dangerous. They're quick to recover, as is the Horror Connection. As again, I don't have to tell you who any of these guys are. You should know. As Jason almost sent to the outside, Lobo looks to bring him in a really, really hard way, and he does. Referee almost got run over. Someone asked us, and actually I can actually understand it now. They asked us how we think the referees feel, calling the matches of these guys, and frankly, I don't know. I don't know how I would answer that. As Lobo goes for a pin attempt, gets nothing, and now goes for a submission, which I'm going to have to say that seeing Jason Voorhees, I don't think I've ever seen Jason tap, but he did now. What a move! Well, we always say on Dream Masters, expect the unexpected, and that is the first time in the history of Dream Masters I've ever seen Dream Masters or Dream Warriors or Dream anything else, or Dream Matches. I've never seen Jason Voorhees tap out to anybody, and today is a first. I guess Hell on Wheels wanted it more than our fan favorites. It looked like Hell on Wheel had their number right here. It was pretty even. Could have been worse again, folks.
Here are your winners, the Ghost.
Wow.
And the Outlaw, the Bikers.
All right, guys. Hell on Wheels is advancing. This is going to be something, folks. All right, folks. What we're going to do now is we're going to take you to the standings. All right, so bear with me. Ready? Here we go. You guys are still with me here as we're waiting, and we're going to see the updated brackets for who's taking on who, and we'll see the upcoming things. And here you see where we're standing right now. So, seeing how the Fast and Furious defeated Deadpool and the Punisher, they have moved on, as Cheech and Chong defeated Farrelly and Spade. So now, that is the next one for that, is Paul Walker and Vin Diesel, known as Fast and Furious, will be taking on Cheech and Chong. On the other hand, we also have, look at this match right here, folks. In old rivals will be battling it out again. The most bitter rivalry, I guess it was fitting that it would come down to these two. Or it would come down to the Horror Connection, too. But World's End and the Hell on Wheels... Volume 26, I guess, to see who goes what. So I guess we're going to go right here next, folks. And there's that. And bear with me, folks. Right back at ya.